Hello everyone, welcome to the second video of Module 2, and here I am going to introduce you to Google Collaboratory Notebooks, or in short you can also call them as Google Colab Notebooks. Okay, so for those who are not aware about it already, we use them in order to code in Python without actually installing anything in our system. Isn't it just great? So that's exactly what we'll be doing throughout this whole particular program. So what exactly are these Google Colab notebooks, how it works, all of this kind of information you will be getting in this particular video. So let's get into it right away. So let's understand that how we can use this kind of Python notebooks that are available online in order to code in Python. The one that we are going to use is specifically called as Google Colab notebooks. Okay, so you go to Google and search for Google Colab. And now if you come onto the second link, you just click on that. It will redirect you to this page where you are getting this option of creating a new notebook. So let's go ahead and click on that new notebook. And now I don't need that first tab, so I'll just close that up. Now the whole idea about this kind of notebooks, which we also call as interactive Python notebooks, in short IPYNB, as you can see over here also, right? These files are basically used in order to have the mixtures of text cells along with the code cells. So what you are seeing right now on my screen, this particular cell which is getting blinked like that, this is called the code cell. I can create multiple code cells by clicking over here, right? And I can do my specific task I want to do over here, here, and get my outputs done. You will be using this a lot as we go ahead in this program. But yeah, this is a very basic introduction with respect to this code. Let's say you're writing some kind of a code in Python over here. If you want to run it, you simply come over here and click on this, or else you can also see there is a shortcut that is Control Enter. You click on Control Enter and this code is going to run. Okay, and let's say if you want to go to the next cell by running this cell, you click on Shift Enter. It automatically shifts your cursor to the next code cell or any kind of cell. Let's say if I want to create a text cell between both of this code cell, I hover my mouse in between two cells and over here I'm getting the option of text. I click on that and I get this option of this text cell. Now the purpose of the text cell over here in this kind of IPYNB notebooks is to give you some kind of description of what will be done in this following code cells that we are writing. So in this kind of interactive Python notebooks, you are getting this kind of facilities to decorate your notebook the way you want, so that if anyone who is going to look into this notebook, or for that matter, let's say even yourself who are going to look into this notebook after let's say some months, you need to know that if your documentation is good and visually appealing, then it's very easy to find out a lot of stuff, and it's going to be interesting to scroll through this whole notebook and get to the exact point where you want to find out some kind of information. So it all depends on how much decorative notebooks you want to create, how much kind of information in text you want to add, and then how much kind of code things you want to code over here and get your job done. Now, yeah, that was a very quick introduction about the Google Colab notebook, and pretty much things that you need to know about Google Colab is, I guess, enough over here. Some of the things that we can do to start over here before moving on to the second video would be, let's say, by naming this notebook. I'll change this notebook name to, let's say, Basics of Python. Okay, any kind of name that is going to describe what kind of content is present within this notebook. And then I can also create a text cell and give a heading with the help of this hash. And let's say, because this kind of whole program is dedicated for astronomy visualizations and analysis from that visualizations, what we can do is we can give a good name like Python Basics for Astronomy. Something like this, whatever suits you the best, right? And then after this, we can start coding ourselves for the first thing in Python. Let's say, just like everyone does in Python, right? Or any kind of programming language here. Let's say we are going to print hello world, right? So if I'm writing hello world like this, right? And then I'm just going to pass this kind of hello world within print. This is going to be our first code that we have written in Python, print hello world. And that's exactly being printed over here. So now in this video, I've shown you how you can create this kind of text cells, give headings, or not just headings, you can give images over here. You can add links to a specific word you want to add, you want your people to redirect to some stuff. You can have bold, italic, and all this kind of stuff. After that, I've also shown you how you can start using this kind of code cells in Python. And obviously, if you did not understand what have I written over here, why did I specifically have this kind of quotation mark, everything will be covered in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Alright students, that's the end of the video over here. And I hope that by now you have understood how you can create your own Python codes without installing anything in your system. That is, how you can create your Python notebooks with respect to Google Collaboratory. And once you are creating a notebook over there, how you can create a code cell, how you can create a text cell. And then finally, how you can start writing your code with respect to that code cell in the Google Collaboratory notebook and get started with Python. Now in the next video, I'm going to start with the concept of comments in Python or in any kind of programming language. What is the purpose of comments? So that's something that we'll be discussing, and I'll see you in the next one.